Arsenal's point of view, the focus now shifted to Ian Wright. Cliff Bastin, whose goal-scoring record is now firmly in Wright's sights, played his last game for Arsenal exactly 50 years ago today. Pat Rice's last choice as the acting manager before the arrival on Monday of Arsene Wenger includes both Tony Adams and Lee Dixon. It's Andy Linegan who drops down to the substitutes bench. Team talk for Peter Reid must have been pretty easy. There's been so much discussion in the media about the 4 goals that would take Arsenal to the Premiership top. He knows his side has given little away with 6 clean sheets in 9 league and cup games. But of course he's without Niall Quinn, still injured, and Richard Ord is suspended, which means that Lee Howie, the elder of the 2 Howie brothers, makes his starting debut in the Premiership. As you can see, it's a lovely sunny afternoon, with just a slight breeze. Sunderland in the yellow strip. The man in charge is Paul Denson of Bleby in Leicestershire. Stewart up on his own, getting a bit of support on one side from Ray and on the other side from Agnew. Expect Ray, I think, to push up to be closest to Paul Stewart, but he's going to have a fairly busy, hard-running afternoon. Stewart. Steve Bold on the edge of the shadow of the stand. Long clearance, and for a moment it was one-on-one. Appeal for handball. Didn't take Adams too long to raise the right arm. Put out of harm's way by Winterburn. Handball, but Stewart thought he was pushed, but it's Stewart who is booked for use of the hand. But he felt that he was helped on his way here, and that brought the handball. All right, Bracewell. Agnew did well to come on his other foot, but then couldn't get the angle quite right. He was blocked going to his left. Preferred possibly any way to come back onto his right. Good play by Paul Bracewell. Off balance was Winterburn by the turn, but then he couldn't curl to the top corner, which is what he was looking for. And he was a bit wild then and is shown the card. Dixon gets to his feet. Martin Scott's the player who was booked. Bold. Harry Bracewell having to work hard. Harry again, firm in the challenge that time. Ray. Adams. Certainly doesn't look as though he's been out for so long, Adams. It's a little football for Arsenal since the turn of the year, and the referee is coming across and wants words for that challenge. And it's words that could cause a problem here, because it's Martin Scott who made the challenge, and he booked him just a moment ago. You can feel and hear the anticipation in the crowd. Second yellow, 2 yellows equal 1 red. He didn't even wait to see the red, he was already walking off. Stretch for the ball. Dixon felt the weight of it. Completely missed it. But he certainly caught Dixon on the 2 bookings. He was just... And Peter Reid very unhappy with the verdict. But it's the combination of the 2 cards, and this is where the problem of 2 yellows equaling 1 red come in. They were both cards for tackles, but Sunderland, who've been playing so well, suddenly find themselves reduced to 10 men. It was bad timing and no more, but Paul Denson has dismissed Peter Reid from the bench as well, and suddenly everything is going wrong for Sunderland. Stewart goes down. The free kick is against him for the handball, for which he was booked once and seeking to gain advantage. Oh no! He's off. Second yellow card for 2 deliberate handball. And that sums up the entire position, not only for Peter Reid, but one would suggest for the game as a whole. The referees applying the letter of the law, but that has resulted in 2 players being sent off. The first for 2 poorly timed tackles, the second of which, in my opinion, was not as vicious as it might have looked. And now Stewart is booked for handling the ball twice. Sunderland are down to 9 men. The good attempt, the good save, can he recover? With a bit of help, did. Just a fingertip away, Tony Coton. And he was able just to help smother the follow-up. Merson to take the corner. Up by Howie. Bracewell. It's going to be difficult to play. I suspect it's even worse to watch. Finds Hartson. Platt! Vieira did well to reach it with his long legs, and Tony Coton brought into serious action at long last. It's finally in! And it took the substitute to provide a decent cross, and Hartson coming in after Adams had missed contact finally gets the ball past Tony Coton. Search will be on for 3 more goals, which will put them in first place. That's Shaw. He's making an impression. Paul Shaw, 23 years old he is. Spent more time playing for Burnley and Peterborough on loan than he has for Arsenal. Came off the outside of the boot, the shot. Hall. Bridges just a hair away from making a telling touch. Merson. Shaw. Parlour. Right just inside him too at the far post. Oh! For so long he sat on the bench wondering why the rest of the Arsenal players couldn't do just that. Bit late in the day, but he showed them how. Sheer power from a difficult angle, in off the far post. It is, as they say, all over now. Craig Russell. Well, Arsenal won the match. Sunderland won the day. For 34 minutes, their 9 men prevented Arsenal from scoring. In the end, it reached the inevitable result. It's the Sunderland supporters who can be proud of their team, although it has to be said that in the modern climate, 2 of their players contributed to what in the end was a defeat.